Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. For those of you who have stuck around the past couple of weeks, thank you so very much. It's been a minute since I've been able to get a reading out, and I'm going to try my damnedest, no promises, to keep moving every single day with these and get the December readings out. So give you guys a little bit of an update on where I'm at and to why there's been such a lapse in things lately. And then we'll go ahead and do the daily collective reading. So I know across the board, 2022 has been a trying year for so many of us. Love, loss, changes, challenges across the board. And unfortunately, I'm no different in that. Guys, as we sit here and we do these readings and we try to help out other people, as human beings, we have our own difficulties in life and challenges that come to the surface. And that's pretty much what I've been dealing with on and off throughout this year. And once again, it has hit. Geez, I don't even know what to say. Bear with me, please. If you've subscribed, stay subscribed. If not, please do hit that button. No pity party, nothing like that. But we've all been faced with challenges, and I'm no different. It just, on this side of the fence, YouTube takes a lot of time and effort and energy to put into these videos. Doing these readings are energetically draining in itself sometimes. So I feel like if we're not in the right headspace, we probably shouldn't do it. And if it has to be rushed, we shouldn't do it at all. Because I want to make sure that the messages are clear and concise that are coming out to you guys. The reason that I do this is last year I started going through the dark night of the soul with a particular situation in my life that led to domestic violence and a big catastrophe. But it was, Spirit's way of pulling me out of a situation that was no longer meant for me. But either way, I utilized YouTube and some of the readers who I think are fantastic to give me enlightenment on my situation, and they were profoundly accurate in what I was being given for my sign. And that's why I do this now, is to return the favor to anybody, being that this is what I do on the daily with my job and everything else like that. So it's it's my way of returning the favor to everybody and paying it forward for the help that I got over my period of struggle and strife. But that strife has continued this year. Again, human being here, we all go through it. But just a lot of challenges. And right now I've got a family member who's not doing so well, and I've been appointed to take care of things. So it's been a lot. So for those of you who do maybe personally know me or know about me, I run my own business out of the East Coast of the United States, and that keeps me on my toes. I run a holistic and metaphysical business. I love what I do, but building a business, being a single parent, going through some custody battles as well throughout this entire year, it's been trying. So if you see me disappear for a couple of days, understand it's because there are pressing things in my personal life that need my time, attention, and detail. And I want to make sure that when I do these for you, that I have the time and intention and the clarity to provide the readings to you that I do. For those of you who are not familiar with my business, I encourage you to go to Facebook and check out Indigo Moon WV. You'll find me on there. And also this morning I posted a GoFundMe for a friend of mine who unfortunately recently, following Thanksgiving, lost her brother unexpectedly. And Tish is an amazing soul. She's wonderful. She helps out so many people in our local area. And if you have any extra to help her out with, whether it's $5 or a prayer, I encourage you to check out my page, and help her out. Find that link there, and then you'll also get to see some of the things that I do in my retail space, and as well as the services that I provide for readings and Reiki and a variety of different things there as well. So guys, just bear with me. It's just been a year. It's where we are. So I hope that November, your Thanksgiving was amazing and you found all the reasons in the world to be grateful and thankful for everything in your life. Always live in gratitude. For those of you, hope you all have stayed well as well. I know a lot of viruses and things were flying around for a hot minute. So I hope that you guys have stayed healthy and well and enjoyed your holiday. Hello, December. Happy birthday to Sagittarius also. We're in your month, Scorpios. I hope your birthday was fantastic as well. So let's just go ahead and dive into today's Daily Collective. It is December 1st. I know the date today. Oh my God, right? So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for the collective. And then, guys, I'm going to try to stay up to date on these videos as much as possible. But again, please bear with me. Okay. So, all right, Spirit. If you guys have not liked or subscribed to the channel, please do so. You hit that notification bell. You'll get notifications every time a new video gets posted. I am available for personal readings on a limited basis, which is extremely limited right now, but please feel free to email. That information is in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page on how to reach out to me for those readings too. Let's see, what else? Discernment, right? Discernment. Discern what is yours. Remember, this is a collective reading. It's not even tailored to a particular sign. So if it resonates, take what is yours. Don't force anything to fit. Just roll with it, right? You know what's meant for you and what's not. All right, so Spirit for the collective today, please. Compassion. I seen that card on the split and it's come back out. You may be learning, to me this isn't compassion in the sense of like what I'm going to call romantic love, but I'm also going to call it understanding where another person is coming from, right? And I could easily see this being the situation right now for many. Try not to be resistant of change. If you're finding yourself in a space of change right now, and we all go through it every single day, the change is coming in to clear the path. And that's the thing I think that as humans, we fail to realize and understand. When we work well with others, we are changing, like when we're in a situation that is difficult by any means, we tend to feel angry, upset, lash out, whatever it might be, because we're feeling these things changing and occurring that we have no control over anymore. The more you stay in a softer space of having the heart space open, regardless, and for somebody, this is a work situation. This is really how it's coming through from Spirit, is may pertain to work. If you see that there's some challenges there at this time, offer empathy, offer compassion, offer understanding, because it's going to help you work well with the other people around you at this time. You've got a 5 there. We got 6, 3, and 5, and then that change. So we have compassion, dynamic, and change. I'm going to read these to you as well. So compassion, the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, excuse me, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. 23, dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. And then change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and birth of the new. And pardon me, because I've got a little bit of a cold on top of everything else. Realize this to me is very much learning how to work with others on a different level. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting the feeling that some people have tiptoed into this, learning how to just switch up the dynamic of the situation, taking a different approach, very much taking a different approach on how you're approaching things with situations where maybe in the past you didn't do that. Now you're finding more empathy, you're finding more grace, you're finding more joy in making these changes as they happen, and doing it without resistance. But I think it's also fair to say that for some of you, the way this feels is that some of you may be resisting that, because it's like, if I have to work with another person, then I'm stepping out of a space of control. Control is coming in very heavily for me through spirit. Learning that when we just don't resist what is transpiring around us in any dynamic at all, any situation surrounding our lives, things happen more fluidly. Remember that spirit is going to come out and they are going to take us down a course that is meant for us, even if we don't understand it at a given time. And underneath that, you've got fertility, which is always about, you know, new growth, new ways of doing things, the changes that are happening. Something new is going to come to the surface as these changes occur. So don't block spirit or divine, you know, whatever you put your faith into, because they're trying to show you a new beautiful way of doing things. So, you know, work well with others, always. All right, guys, let's see what wisdom of the House of Night has for us. Grove, that's some self-care. High Priestess of Earth. For some of you, you may need to be grounding yourself at this time, grounding yourself in your own reality, grounding yourself to have a better understanding of the world around you, not letting your emotions override everything that you're doing. You've called for this change. Whatever this change is that is occurring for you in particular, you've asked for this. It's like you're manifesting. So whatever you've asked for, same cards keep popping up. High Priestess of Earth. So summon, and then a High Priestess of Earth. Whatever this is that you've asked for, it's coming in. So if you've visualized something, you've manifested, you work towards something, you've had direct focus on it, stay grounded in the goals that you're achieving, the goals that are starting to happen. Maybe you're taking, you know, spirit can take us on a completely different way. We have an expectation tied up to how we think things are going to progress, how we think things are going to change, or how we, you know, we get from point A to point B and what direction we're going to go to get there. I think for some of you, you have to remember that our idea of how we're going to make things happen may not be the way that we're going to take that course. It's going to be in a way that we might veer a little bit. We might seem like we're getting nowhere, but you are. But it's very much about staying grounded in the sense of what you have worked towards, what you're working on, and where you are heading moving forward. Let that occur. Let that move forward for you just the way that it's supposed to. Keep your focus. It's very much, spirit is very much saying it's time to keep focus on what it is, you know, eye on the prize kind of thing, okay? So if you've got goals and achievements, you know, as we wrap up the year and the last month of 2022 already, you know, if things didn't quite go the way that you thought they would this year, that's all right. But don't lose sight of why you've made the changes that you've made, or, you know, why you've set the goals that you have set. Just stay empowered to get through to where you're headed. My nose is running. I'm so sorry. All right. We got Door to Spirit. We got the second chakra. I can't talk. Oh my God. The second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is the sacral chakra. Can't even think this morning or talk. And then the temple path. And unfortunately, we've got deceit. And that, to me, with the woman holding heart underneath there, is about self-deception. Leave your heart space open. I know that was something, I think, back in maybe September or October, and when I was doing the readings, that kept coming out, is the fact that, you know, a lot of us kept closing down the heart space. You have to have an open heart to receive. You have to have an open heart to give. You have to have an open heart to sit in a space of compassion and change and understanding how to work with others, right? So this deceit and this woman holding heart, like, you may feel very emotionally detached at this time from maybe your goals, your dreams, your inspirations. Don't let that override where you are heading at this time, okay? So, and then I pick it up and we've got the World card on the bottom before I even shuffle. Change, right? Closing of cycles, starting something new. All right, let's clarify this deceit. See what's happening for you guys right now. The Tower in reverse. Some of you may be propping up things that are not working anymore. That Tower in reverse, I don't always read reversals, but I'm going to take it. You're stunting your own growth. You're stunting this change. You're resisting a period of success for yourself. If it's time to take initiative and get your ass moving, then get your ass moving. World card again there on the bottom. You see that? Something is trying to close out for you. You may not feel stable at this time. You may be trying to decide what it is that you're supposed to do. You've got the Two of Pentacles there, and then the Devil. You know, what are you hanging on to? What are you obsessing over? What addictions are you sitting in? What things are cutting you off from reaching your goals? You're being asked to surrender at this time. We've got that door to Spirit right there. So if you're finding yourself fighting with the change that is trying to take place, the things that you've asked for, maybe they don't, you don't see it happening the way that, you thought things would occur. But, you've got to trust, holy Toledo, that it's coming. You got the Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh, I dropped a card. Sorry, guys. The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups with door to Spirit. One more. That Six of Wands come out again. If you want, and then there's that Seven of Wands, that resistance pushing back. You have got to let go. You have got to let go of whatever it is you're fighting with. And I hear Spirit saying acceptance. This is about acceptance of situations in your life at this time. You have to open up the heart space. This situation of the past, whatever it might be for you in particular, again, you know your story better than I do. It's done. It's over with. You may have suffered loss. You may have suffered heartbreak. You may have suffered betrayal. It can be a lot of things. But Spirit is ushering in to bring you change. And it's like the only way I feel like for some of you that you are going to change the way in the direction you're heading is to have these tower moments, these moments that, are going to come in and they're going to rip things apart because you don't see yourself the way you need to see yourself at this time. But you have to do it openly. You have to do it and trust that you're being pushed. You're being guided to something outside of yourself that is going to work out better for you, in the long run. But here you are, resistant to change. And then it's like going home and licking your wounds after the fact. Enough is enough. Well, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and you're getting the same results, why do you keep doing it? It's not a healthy dynamic. Okay. Second chakra. Let's clarify that. That's all about our sacral, our desires, our emotional desires, the outside. Again, resistance, the world in reverse. Guys, I'm telling you, whatever it is that you're dealing with, Two of Swords, whatever it is, whoever this is for, you have got to get out of your head. A High Priestess. You got a lot of another Two of Wands. How do you get there? How do you get to where you're going? I'm going to say check your desires. Are they unrealistic? Because that's kind of what I'm kind of picking up here on is what is realistic, what is truthful, what is insightful to you. Your intuition is speaking to you at this time. And there's this fear. There's a fear surrounding not knowing what's coming. Let it go. Let it go, give it away and surrender. Like I think I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe on the last Daily Collective actually. When we surrender our situations to the universe, to the divine, to God, to whatever it is, and we truly let it go, we have got to put faith and trust in the fact that this change that is occurring is meant to happen to clear the path and to change our direction. That Two of Wands, he's looking out and he's like, what way? Maybe waiting for his ships to come in, maybe waiting to make a decision. There's a period of waiting, and guys, understand that if it's not happening right now, if it's not happening in the time that you are seeing it needing to happen in, and you don't know what's coming towards you, you're leaning towards your Ten of Cups. But let the divine flow of the desire that you've got going on, let surrender take place, and let Spirit guide you. Stay affirmative in where you're going to end up, but let Spirit move you. Work with the people around you. It's time to see things differently. It's definitely time to see things differently. All right, and the Temple path. The Star. This is about soul growth. This is very much about soul growth and where you're heading. It's balancing out, Some of you, I just want to go, don't give up. I just feel like some of you are kind of like, it's like almost like for some of you, you're changing your course of direction too. And there's that Justice card again at the bottom. You know, things about strength, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. That dynamic reminds me of the Three of Pentacles. You've got the Star, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups. There are going to be situations in your life that you may desire that are not meant for you. Plain and simple. This is about soul growth. This is about soul lessons. This is about teaching you something that sits firmly within you. This is your course, your journey. Every single person, and offering compassion too. If you're dealing with somebody who seems to be resistant to things, give them love and compassion. Hurt people, sad people. You know, it's like misery loves company kind of thing. Give them compassion. Don't wallow with them, but give them compassion and understanding to get to it wherever it is that they're going. But if this is you, you know, that star energy, that Aquarius energy, trust that when you emotionally walk away from the things that are not fulfilling of who you are, you get your Ten of Cups. It's coming. It's inevitable. We all have ebbs and flows, highs and lows in life, and it is going to balance out. I'm going to call it 3 weeks. So for whoever this message is, 3 weeks very much sticks out to me. So by the end of the year, I think you're going to see a turnaround. And it's like Spirit's talking about pillars. You know, our pillars are our foundations. They, you know, our pillars to our four walls of our homes. The pillars within us, how we find our strength and our tenacity to keep moving forward, to be strong in everything that we're going through. But you also have to emotionally walk away maybe from things that you thought were going to fulfill you that are not. Your Ten of Cups is on the other side of things that maybe, you know, you had an expectation tied to that they're not working out the way you had hoped. But at the same time, you're being navigated differently because there's a divine purpose behind it, that you're going to be happier than you thought you could be in the long run. So, you know, hold on to faith in that regard. And I think I'm actually going to pull some healing mantras. I don't know where you guys are at, but it took a turn for the cold yesterday here, and I'm like, I'm not a fan of the cold. It makes my nose run. So I'm a little nasally. I apologize. All right. Let's see. For the collective, please, Spirit. Spirit is saying integration. It's learning how to integrate the different aspects of life. Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. I think you guys need to remember that you're more capable of things than you give yourself credit for. You know, I never particularly cared for the term of we only give what we can handle. We're only given what we can handle. And I've thought to myself quite a few times, like, I can't handle anymore. I'm done. I'm tired. But understand that we are given. You know, it can feel defeating sometimes to be in that space, but you are capable. And I think that that's, you know, write yourself some mantras or affirmations, say them, get yourself some prayer beads, go through those mantras and affirmations, that you're very capable. You're very capable of getting to the other side. Creating wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. And I talked a little bit about that balance. It's going to balance out. As you start to see these things balancing out, that's where that Ten of Cups is sitting. It's infinite miracles that do come through for you. They may not show up in the way that you thought that they would, but you're going to have faith to get you through to where it is that you're headed. And then amplifying abundance. It's all coming in, guys. I'm telling you. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. And I just said affirmations, right? Mantras. There it is. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. To say that, to affirm it, to believe it, to put your faith into it is going to change the mindset very significantly for each and every one of you. So go with that, flow with that. You know, let go of the way you thought things would happen. Trust that you're being guided to a life that is perfect for you. You know, we think sometimes that we know what is best for us, and then something happens and then it takes us down a completely different road than we anticipated. So just let these changes, but there's a lot of resistance here. you know, it's like, well, I'm just going to prop this up and I'm going to keep doing the same old shit a different day. If you do it the same way all the time, you're going to get the same results. So it's learning to put some faith into a higher power, even if it's an unknown sense that you don't know where it is that you're heading, but you got to trust it. You absolutely have to trust it. Let these other cycles close out. Let these doors, you know, come to an end. Just be done with it. Let it go. Surrender it always. So hopefully, cross my fingers, no promises. I can get you guys out some other messages in the near future. And if not, at least a collective tomorrow. We'll see how today goes. Unfortunately, on top of everything else, I lost a dear friend of mine that was very, very influential in my younger years, and that's going to take up some time today as well. So guys, I hope that you all are well and not seeing as many challenges, but clearly somebody out there is. So keep your head up, keep your chin up, move in grace, compassion, work well with others. And sometimes giving that compassion is also giving that compassion to yourself, not just other people. So don't forget that you too are a human being that deserves love and understanding and grace and kindness, and give it to you just as you would give it to another person. So if you found this message resonated with you guys, please hit that like button, subscribe if you've not already subscribed, and then we'll see what we can get out to here in the near future. I hope you guys are doing well and fantastic. Stay healthy, stay well, be at peace, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.